There are a few changes here, as we see now a 3rd and 8. Stroud delivers right on the money, and that goes to Tank Dell. Dell makes his way into the end zone, eluding tacklers for the touchdown. It's C.J. Stroud to Tank Dell, 36 yards on a 3rd and 8, and the Texans are on the board.
Stroud knows exactly where he's going right here on the skinny post right there. And Anthony Avery is on coverage right there in zone. When you hit that ball on time, he's expecting help underneath. When that doesn't happen.
The rookie Penix, the handoff, and Washington barrels his way in for the touchdown for the Falcons. And Atlanta is able to cash in off the interception, and they've got the lead.
Turnover turns into points, give them the short field. Pretty good, pretty stout up front, but they just found a little gap to get through. It's tough to stop a big back like that.
Looking at the gap, and if one gap gets cut off, you go to the next gap. That gap gets cut off. You find the end zone and you score a touchdown, Kevin Harris. That's what I'm talking about.
You guys are the same age. Oh, nice look. Oh, man. That's a dart.
System, they don't want to get rid of him and need a quarterback and got to teach someone all over again.
Yeah, great point.
2nd and 10. Gray on the draw. Gray. That's a man missed. What a move by Eric Gray. Willie B. Kirk caught, and he's in for the score. 48-yard touchdown run for Eric Gray.
Block up front. You see it for Miles, and that little move, man. I think that was, who'd you say? It was Broderick Martin?
No, Joshua Miles.
Oh, Joshua Miles. No, with the guy that missed the tackle there as he shook him both sides.
DeVito. Handoff Gray. Into the end zone. Touchdown Giants.
Wow.
2nd of the night for Eric Gray. And the Giants push their lead to 13-3.
Seahawks are 4-6 on 3rd down. Howell, all kinds of time, and underneath, found his man into the end zone. Touchdown Seahawks. It's Brady Russell, the 2nd-year tight end out of Colorado. 13-yard strike.
Last year, Dan, with some of the tackling issues.
Check out his knee. Does the ball cross the plane? Apparently so. Great effort by Brady Russell.
And now Holani going to get it. He'll bounce it outside. Where's that flag for the hold? It does not come, and it's a touchdown.
Yeah, I think the tight end, 85 Tyler Mabry, might have got away with one on that one.
Get another look at it here.
It's a double team, and there's the grab right around the chest there, and that was enough to get the corner.
Jordan Mason has been the workhorse. He's the tailback in the old school I formation. They give it to him on the delayed draw. Slipped, and a big hit as he got there, but some extra effort carries him into the end zone. Will Levis keeps it himself, doesn't absorb a big hit that time. No signal yet. Still waiting, nothing yet from the officials. Now we get it. Touchdown, Will Levis. Tajay Spears, the tailback. Spears up the middle. Try the left side. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And back to throw. There's a quick throw to Travis Etienne.
Nice.
And it's a touchdown for the Jaguars.
Nice. This is a beautiful concept and play. This is what they call an F-angle route. Here we see Travis Etienne offset. One-on-one opportunity against Drew Tranquil. Steps inside. Trevor delivers the ball immediately on the break. Great concept.
And actually, a 1-yard loss on that play. The blitz is on. Read by Burrow. T. Higgins with a big touchdown. Trask. Handoff. Irving. Found the seam. Got into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
You see right there, Trask doing a nice job on that handoff, holding Osai, the defensive end. Osai did not commit right away because he didn't know if he was going to hand the ball off or not, and he kept Osai out there.
So the ones with Green Bay getting some run today, looking deep downfield, and he's got it. Dontavian Wicks is going to get into the end zone for a touchdown.
Hickman working as a corner here. The Browns were in their dime, and you can't allow that free release. You see, he reached for the hand there, didn't get it. Wicks ran right by him.
They have to get it to the 4-yard line to get a fresh set of downs. It'll be Wilson again. He'll get it and then some. He pushes, he spins, and he is in for the Packers' second touchdown of the day.
Methodical march down the field, and they did a great job in the interior there, pushing and getting the running back into the end zone.
Push it down to the 1-yard line, 1st and goal. Robbins pushes into the end zone for his first NFL touchdown, and the first for the Browns this preseason.
We did it! Brown having a nice drive, a nice game. Should have had the touchdown earlier, but how about that resolve?
Minshew goes under center. Madison, the tailback, play action off Alexander. Minshew throws right, got it there, caught, touchdown, Las Vegas Raiders from Gardner Minshew.
We're just a little bit late. Theo Jackson getting over the top and trying to squeeze that. I mean, the Raiders have been really taking advantage of us down the field in 3 deep, really all day long. And this, not a very complex route, but just over the head of the linebacker, and Theo.
Tyrese Robinson in at right guard, so the entire Minnesota Moving Company would be backups. Kene Wanwu, handoff right side, inside the 30, 10, Kene, touchdown!
An off-tackle play, and if one guy is in the wrong spot and Wanwu gets up to that next level, no one's going to chase him down from behind. So that.
2nd and goal, Tucker in motion to the right of Minshew, goes back to White. White goes up the middle, spins his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Middle of this defense, and you got to play on the opposite side. Lynch got an arm on him, but you got to get more than just an arm, especially deep in the red zone. And Paul, I think it strikes a
I mean, I think I'm going to be the Jets, man. I think I'm going to keep. Oh, there we go.
Oh, here it is.
Got it.
Under center, Trent Sherfield Sr., veteran, short motion to the right, play action.
Got him!
Touchdown!
Bills benefited from it down the stretch last year.
2nd and goal, it's Jones again, trying to take it in the corner, and he does. Velus Jones runs it in for the first touchdown of the afternoon.
Really gets the edge and pushes it out. 2 linemen out front, they get up the field, and there's just nobody there to tackle.
Bouchel back to the air, and it's picked off. Intercepted by Micah Baskerville, and he may go to the house. Bouchel can't take him down. A touchdown for Chicago.
Right over the center of the screen. Watch, here's right there is Baskerville. You just can't see him. The offensive line standing there, he gets caught in the wash. Your vision doesn't pick him up. And he slides right in front of the little hitch route and takes it the distance.
Here's Wheeler on 1st and goal, right up the middle, pushing the pile forward and takes it in for a touchdown. Ian Wheeler, the undrafted rookie out of Howard.
Are going to send a blocker over here, come across to the tight end. That's Brandon Bates coming across and kicking the defender out. There's a lot to be happy here with if you're the Chicago Bears.
And Wheeler trying to add to the lead. He is in. 2nd touchdown of the quarter for Ian Wheeler, and the Bears are pouring it on here in Buffalo.
As the Bills just having troubles holding the line against the Bears. They cannot set that edge, and this is reminiscent of the first touchdown of the game back in the first half. Just off the left side, offensive line gets out in front. The Bills can't set the edge.
But you see here, this is the element he brings to this. LSU, yeah, dynamic passer, but when you got an Eckler and a combination there, nice job by the receiver clipping the slot defender there, Jalen Key. You see the tight ends coming off. They were able to really lock the edge, bigger body.
The rookie QB, Peasley, floats it up. Caught! Touchdown! Brownlee! Jets are on the board. Perfectly placed by Peasley. Wiley shifts to the other side. Hartman on a give, and Wiley walks in. Touchdown, Washington. Commanders take the lead here in the 4th. 3rd and goal. Handoff. Abate Kanda takes Walks it in for the touchdown.
Picking on the rollout, finds Shipley, and he finds the end zone. They give us the Nichols running between the hash marks, and he is in for a touchdown. So Philly finds the end zone for a second time tonight. Right side. Quarterback sneak. He's in. Devin Leary in for the touchdown.
As we get inside of 4 minutes left in this first half of play, and another pitch, and this one goes to Agumbawale, and he follows his blocking into the end zone. That's a 4-yard touchdown for Dare Agumbawale, and the Texans have increased that to 13-0. Tariq Black is in the game for the Steelers. He's a big guy, and this is Allen going to the outside. Has Connor Hayward, who lunges for the pylon, and he gets it. It's a touchdown for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hayward. First and goal for the Steelers now with Allen in the shotgun. Handoff up the middle, and it's going to be a touchdown for the Steelers. Edwards finishes what he started.
There he is in the slot, number 88 in Aqua. Wilson, another chance. He's got it. Stretches, and he's in. Touchdown, Dolphins.
I told you that challenge was wrong.
Here's Jalen right up the middle, and he's in. Touchdown. The rookie out of Tennessee in the end zone. Touchdown tonight, and then Jalen Wright, couple of running backs find the end zone. Another pretty good block there by Malik Washington.
Malik Washington, Tanner Connor got a little block.
Toon sometimes would come in as a backup as he hands it off, and into the end zone for the touchdown is Michael Carter. From the 4. Rattler, everybody covered. Rattler taking off. Heading for the pylon, drilled though out of bounds. The Saints with Cardinal backups on defense. Toon dumping it off. Inside the 5 is Jones, hits the pylon. It's a touchdown. And the Cardinals have tied the game.
Tennessee up by 10. Josh Dobbs, former Volunteer, in trouble. Evades, keeps it himself. Touchdown, Josh Dobbs.
Steele, the fullback, in motion to the right side. And here's the handoff, and Steele powers his way in for the touchdown. Beathard looks at the Kansas City defense, attacking the line of scrimmage pre-snap. Blitz is coming, turns, and he launches this one in the direction of D'Ernest Johnson, who pulls touchdown. It in. That's Devin Duvernay.
Good job by C.J. Beathard, putting the ball out and up.
On to Tennessee, then Atlanta. Woodside, throwing deep. Wolford, Jefferson.
There you go.
Continuing to pose toward the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. And Tampa Bay wrests the lead away from Cincinnati with 57 seconds to go.
Nix throws, touchdown. Touchdown grab for Denver. Marvin Mims Jr. on the touchdown reception. Again, it's Hull. Hull. Did he do enough? Waiting for an official signal. There it is. Evan Hull, a touchdown.
I want to show that I am back. What do you need to see from yourself over the course of the preseason to be ready for that week 1 against Houston?
Man, whenever I do get my opportunity, oh snap. There we go. But whenever I get my opportunity, I just got to take advantage of it, and just be able to manage the offense the best way.
Here's Watson. Toss play left side. Watson. Touchdown. Back to a 2-score game with 5:55 left to go. Bean slings it. Treadwell grabs that one. Touchdown. former first-round pick by the Vikings 8 years ago, makes the catch.
4th down, 4th and goal to tie the game. This is it. Stetson Bennett rolling out to the left. Bennett slings it back in the